Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another Harkey fishing video. We are going to go over another Table Rock Lake report. You guys seemed to like the last one. You watched it. Few of you guys liked it, so I appreciate you guys that did like it. If you enjoy this one, leave a like. Let us know that you like them, and we'll continue making them. So we're going to hop right into this and just go over what all's been working, what hasn't been working, and just what all we've done this week to catch these fish. One of the main keys this week to take out of is that they're getting ready to spawn. If you go look shallow, you'll find beds on pea gravel points, kind of rocky points with pea gravel on it. You'll start seeing these beds, and we've been seeing them all weekend, and we've seen a few fish locked down on these beds. So kind of really protecting them like they do during spawn. They'll just circle around the bed and they'll be watching. And we've seen a lot of fish around beds, but they'll swim off if you get close to them, which isn't locked down on them. So I expect that to turn on this week sometime. I'd use a floating worm like an orange one, or just really anything kind of creature like. A crawdad will work, just a little soft plastic bait, throwing them in the beds. They should eat it. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's been tough this week. Last 2 weeks it's been pretty great. Big fish have been being caught, and they're still being caught. We had a 4-pounder the other night, and they're getting big right now because they're getting ready to spawn. They're getting on their beds. But they're just scattered. They're everywhere. So we've been finding them really mainly on rocky ledges with pea gravel mixed in. Like chunk rock is what we've been catching like last week. It's been a lot like last week. The water has warmed up a little bit. It's about at 62, 63 degrees now instead of 60 compared to last week. So it's definitely getting warming up, and I'm hoping it keeps warming up to make the fishing better. But we've still been catching a lot of small fish, but there's been a big fish mixed in. With every other fish, there'd be like probably a 3-pounder, not huge, but it's pretty good for Table Rock. So just expect spawn to turn on and get ready to go. Key baits we've been using is a shaky head, peanut butter and jelly color. Awesome. It's been amazing the last few days. We've been tearing them up on that shaky head, and last week we were kind of leaning towards a jig. They're still hitting a jig, but on some days it's hitting better, but most days it's been the shaky head. So PB&J shaky head and like a brown and purple jig is what we've been using, and the shaky head's been out fishing the jig. So I'd use the shaky head this week, and if they're not biting the shaky head, switch to a jig and try that out. But other than that, they've been hitting floating plastics on beds. I mean, just throwing a floating worm and you should catch them. But it's been tough. It's been very tough. They've been a lockjaw is what I like to call them, but they haven't been biting. We went Wednesday night, we went night fishing, and we had that 4-pounder I was telling you about, and that's really the only keeper we had. We had lots of short fish, but they just were not biting. We could see them on our live scope, but we couldn't catch them. So we threw just about all we had. We threw spinnerbait, had one on them for the night fishing, just a black spinnerbait. We threw a chatterbait a little bit. Really normal night fishing baits. We did throw the jig a lot during the night and the shaky head, and we were still catching fish, but just not as many. So I'd say right at dark is kind of the best time to be catching them right now, or probably early in the morning. But that's really the rundown of this week and how fishing's been. It's been tough, so just keep after it, keep fishing for them, and I'm sure you'll catch some, and hopefully you'll look into another 4-pounder or even bigger, because they're huge. But I do want to ask, just if you guys do catch big fish like that, make sure you release it. Don't take it home. Just take a picture with it and let her back go, because that's going to make spawn a whole lot better for us all, and in the future we'll have a lot more fish on Table Rock, and hopefully a lot more big fish. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to us. It helps us out a lot. Let us know if you want us to keep making these lake reports, because I enjoy doing them. It gives us a weekly video. So let us know by hitting that like button. Comment on our video what you've been catching them on. I want to know what you guys have been, what baits you've been using and whatnot. And just help each other out in the comments. So thank you guys again for watching, and keep on fishing.